Okay, let's talk chord inversions. So when we're playing chord progressions, we normally at the moment we've been using the root version of each chord, which can be fine for progressions that are quite slow or quite easy to play, especially in the key of C where it's all the white notes and the pattern's fairly simple. But sometimes inversions can really help you out if you want to do a smooth change, because if you rearrange the order of the notes, here we've got C, E and G, into different patterns, it just gives you more options on how to play that chord. So let's just go for it as an example. So the root chord is C, E and G, and if I was to play the first inversion, this is the first possible change I can make to the chord shape itself. So instead of starting on the C, I start on the E, G and C. There's a bigger gap between G and C, so you can see that shape. That gives me our first inversion, our first possible change to the way that chord is being played. And if I do the second inversion, all I'm doing is moving up from the G, the fifth note of the chord, and playing G, C, E in that order. And you can see the gaps between the first and second note is further apart, where in the first inversion it was closer together. So the idea is that you're just going up the keyboard, C, E, G, then E, G, C, then G, C, E, giving you alternate shapes for the chord of C. Now, when you're playing it just like this, so you're just playing the normal chord with the right hand, then you sometimes will see this here, which is, you see this little slash, and all that is telling me is that I'm playing the C chord, but the E is the lowest note. All this is telling me I'm playing C chord, but with G as the lowest note. So have a go at playing those inversions. Play them with the left hand and right hand. Name them, get used to naming them. And then what we're going to do is I've got a couple of exercises coming up in the next video that help you get used to playing between the root first version, the root and the second inversions. And those exercises will really help you get familiar to it before we start looking at that in some chord progressions. Good luck.